In this video, we'll be looking at 3 shots you could very easily forget on set and then get back to post-production looking very frustrated and very disappointed. So this video will actually save you from having high blood pressure or hypertension when you get back to post-production. Over the years, I have actually noticed some shots that are very essential and very important in the storytelling process, but happens to be those shots that are easily left out and forgotten while shooting on set. So today I will hammer on them and I hope you never forget them again. These are to me categorized as special film shots, and special film shot number 1 is cutaway. Cutaway shots, or the term cutaway, is actually a very popular term in the film industry, but there is a misconception that comes in a lot of times about the shot, which brings it on the list today. Cutaway shots are actually shots taken away from the main subject. So let me explain what that means. Let's take for example that I was in a conversation with someone, for example, and then suddenly I have a knock at the door and the camera moves down to show who is at the door that is actually knocking. That is a cutaway shot. Cutaways are shots taken away from the main subject, but it relates to the main subject, but it is not really within or around that subject, like the immediate environment of the subject. When the camera is here and then it cuts to something else, like it brings in that action or that subject outside that area or away from that main subject, that is a cutaway shot.
You still abuse Josh?
Please, don't shout. Adia might be awake.
Adia.
Please don't leave me again. I just want to hold you. Let me be your angel. I love you always.
Took away. Only thing that makes sense to me in this whole wide world. And you forgot all about that so soon, Uche. You all talk as if she wasn't my mother too. For Christ's sake, she was my mother too. Yes.
This is a cutaway shot because it introduces a new element or a new object into that scene. So there are many more examples to that, but what it actually means is a shot taken away from the main subject, but relates to the subject, but not within that immediate space of the subject. That is a cutaway shot. So having said that, there is this huge mistake a lot of people make, mistaking cut away for cut in. So cutaway is a different shot, cut in is a different shot. They are just terms used to refer to a certain type of shot. Okay, so I've explained the cutaway, which is something happening off camera or something off camera that relates to the main subject. Cut in actually is when you are moving from your main subject to show what the main subject is doing, more like a reverse. So let's take for example that I was reading a textbook or I was fiddling my phone. So at some point the camera shows the screen of the phone. That's a cut in shot. So let's say I was writing, okay, so at some point you cut to what I am writing. At some point you cut to my hand writing something, okay? So those are actually all cut in shot and not cut away. Cut away is outside that immediate space and cut in is the immediate thing, the reverse to something I am doing. That very thing I am doing is the cut in shot. Deep inside, Danny is really trying to hold his peace. But here, the man is willing to get it to the extreme as he goes for the very last cookie. Danny then feels really insulted by the man. The man at this point, maybe out of consideration, decides to share that last cookie with Danny, who isn't even sure of his actions anymore. And if you believe this video could be helpful, please give it a like so it can spread to other people. Thank you very much.
Your eyes, they take the shine of the stars. Your smile, hide the radiance of the sun. Even more graceful than the moon. You're always my angel, Danny. But to you, I'm your demon.
God, wait.
So, Focus in is actually laying emphasis or taking a closer shot at something that already exists within that scene or that shot, but you want the audience to see that thing more, like see it closer. This is actually an emphasis shot. So shot number 3 on the list of shots you could easily forget while shooting on set is establishment shots, also known as extabs. Establishment shots or extabs are actually wide shots you use in showing off your location to tell people where the scene is actually taking place. So let's take a typical example of a scene taking place in a hotel room. It's ideal that you actually show the viewers where the scene is taking place. What kind of hotel is it? Is it a bungalow hotel or a story building? It's just wise that you take an establishment shot of the building, and then that shows the people where this scene is taking place. After that, you can break into your close-ups or your medium or any other close shots within that room. A lot of times people shoot and then get back to post-production and find out they don't have an extab to show where that scene is taking place. So sometimes you have that jump from a previous scene, let's say a bank scene, down straight to a hotel room, and that seems like there is an information actually missing. Yeah, there is actually an information missing. Where is this? This could actually be the talent room. It could be anywhere. Showing the building itself in your establishment shot actually just answers the question, where is this scene taking place? So there are 2 periods you can actually take your establishment shot. Either immediately you arrive on set, you take your extabs first before you go into launching and taking other shots, or you actually take your extab after you're done with that scene. As you're about leaving that location, just stand outside and take your establishment shot. Never forget your extabs, because when you forget the establishment shot, there is every tendency you will look for it in post-production to use in transiting your scenes. It's actually preferable that you take those shots, and if you don't have need for them in post, then you can discard them, but it's still better you take those shots and not need them than need them and those shots are actually not available. At that point, note is a wide shot that establishes the building or the environment where the scene is taking place. But yes, an aerial view can still save as an establishment shot. It doesn't need to be planted on a tripod. It can also still be taken from the sky as an aerial view shot. If you want to know about the aerial view and other different types of shots, check this link and then you will learn a lot from there.
Believe, resources, preference, risk, and need will be shared in common.